Hello there guys, welcome to Dino's Vault. This is big launch from Yamaha. Everyone saw the V4 coming, but no one saw the Aerox 155 setting foot ashore our Indian ground. I mean, this is a game-changing launch. This is a powerhouse of a machine, something we have never witnessed or experienced before in this category. And Yamaha have really kind of surprised everyone, or taken everyone by surprise and taken the market by storm, because this is a completely different breed altogether. We've seen the SR 160 and we've seen the Aprilia scooters, which are really good in terms of performance in the 150 or 160cc class. But this is taking the performance quotient to a completely different level. This is based on Yamaha's X Max series of scooters, ranging from 125cc to the 400cc class. You have the 400, 300, 250 and the 125, and now we have the 155 as well. And this is the Monster edition. You can see the X motif right there. This is the X motif, a hallmark design element of Yamaha's X Max series of scooters. But then you have the Monster livery, the same Monster livery that we see on their MotoGP machines, with Fabio Quartararo leading the way at the MotoGP Championship. Now let me just quickly give you an overview of what makes this a standout proposition, a stunning launch, which kind of opens up a completely different realm and a dimension, and a new chapter unravels in the Indian scootering history. Now first, with the design, let's have a look at the design. Right here you have the fly screen right here, and a proper moto scooter, kind of a sports scooter, a maxi scooter, all built into one. A proper modern sports theme, defining, underscoring right here. The design language is really sharp and aggressive. You have a fly screen right here. The front beak kind of reminds us of the R3 to a great extent, because I can see the resemblance right here with the reverse slant headlamps. These are LED lamps, LED DRLs. As they light up, look absolutely stunning, and this has to be one of the most beautiful looking scooters currently in our market. Then you have the telescopic forks, again leading the way in terms of offering plush ride quality and supreme confidence while you push the scooter to a different level. And then you have the assurance of the ABS. You have a 230mm front disc with the single channel ABS, and that gives you all the stopping power that you need as you push this monster scooter to its limits. Again, aiding in high speed stability department is the massive 14-inch front and rear wheels. The tires, these are fat tires as well, with a super fat 140 section, first of its class 140 section rear tire. So when you look at it from the back, it gives you a kind of a powerful monster sports scooter kind of a feel. Then you have this sharp chiseled heat shield given for the exhaust, twin shock setup to offer supreme balance and control. Now the best part about this is this is the standard setup, twin shock setup, but you also get KYB Ultimate Series gas charge shock absorbers as an add-on accessory, which is brilliant, 17,000 something, and you can add that on this to take the performance factor to a completely different level. Then have a look at the seats here. Taking a look at the seats, here you can see the stitching here, you can see the space huge amount of space for the rider, and then you have ample decent amount of space for the pillion. The only thing is something that you need to get used to is usually you have this way right here to slot your legs through this in a proper average Indian scooter, but this is a performance based scooter. So here you have the fuel lid, external fuel lid hidden right here. So this I believe is the fuel tank, and then so that provision of you swinging your leg through this way is something people have gotten used to. That is something you need to change when you're looking at a proper performance scooter. Here you have the beautiful looking tail lamp cluster. Again, kind of reminds us of the MT-15's tail lamp, but this is sharper and sleeker and really adds on to the visual appeal of the scooter and really highlights the premium factor that underscores the segment this scooter finds itself in. Then here you have the actual engine, the powerhouse of an engine, which kind of is a benchmark and kind of raises new standards in this respective segment. 155cc LC4V liquid cooled 4-valve engine, the same unit derived from the R15, and power has been detuned slightly, 15 PS of max power and 13.9 Newton meters of max torque, which is close to 14 Newton meters. And then you have the variable valve actuation, which kind of revs your heart any given day the moment you ring the throttle wide open. And man, the more you look at it, the more you fall in love with it. Here you have the Aerox logo, the Yamaha lube, and the monster graphic all over, kind of highlighting what kind of a new statement Yamaha is trying to make with this scooter. And this is for the performance freaks out there who love to tour on their scooter. The tank capacity is 5.5 liters. I wish it was 7.5 at least, because definitely this is capable of touring, and for that you need a little more tank range. But the fuel efficiency is going to be lit, is for sure, because even my MT-15 used to return close to 48 kilometers per liter, and the new R15M, I did a tank full and we pushed it and thrashed it all over the place during my comprehensive first ride review, and only 1 point has gone down in that fuel gauge. So that gives you an idea as to how fuel efficient these bikes are, because of the Blue Core technology that optimizes combustion efficiency and kind of allows you, along with the fuel injection system on board, to utilize every drop of fuel to extract maximum fuel efficiency from your mean machine while the nation goes crazy about the skyrocketing fuel prices that are you insane kind of price range. But anyway, so this is a complete design overview. Another design engineering marvel is the radiator. You can see how beautifully incorporated the radiator is, cleverly incorporated to the side. So this is the instrument cluster. I'll be giving you another shot while I run you through, because this is a little bit of glare right here, but here you have it. And this is not, right here if you can show, this is not the high beam flasher. This is the button for you to navigate through the user interface. So you press this, you have the economy, average fuel economy, and battery level, trip meter. Then you have all the Bluetooth connectivity via the Y-Connect app, as you can see right here, which gives you the last parked location, which gives you ride statistics, the vital information about your scooter, SMS call and email alerts right here. So it is the connected scooter for the digital Indian who demands more from his or her machine. Also, you have the automatic start stop system here with the hybrid system on board, which allows you to as soon as you stop at a stop signal, the scooter stops on its own after a few seconds of idling, and then once you open the throttle slightly, it kind of starts on its own automatically, and you can go ahead. You have a beautiful key ignition slot, multifunctional slot right here. So you can put it in open right here, or you can turn it off completely and lock it. Then you have a shutter button for the key slot. Then if you put it in open and press the fuel lid opens up, and you have an externally placed fuel lid, such that you don't have to perform a ballroom dance each time you stop for refueling with the seat open. But if you want to open the seat also, just press the seat button, and here you can see 24.5 liters of boot space is unheard of in this segment. So that is absolutely phenomenal. You can fit a XL size helmet is what they claim. So overall, again, good storage space. in terms of utility, in terms of function. Okay, so this is about the form factor and the functionality, which kind of ups the game and raises the bar of expectation in the performance scooter segment. We have the sporty feel, we have top-notch build quality, we have unheard of features, you have the connected bike feature with the app right there, and the automatic start-stop system with the hybrid feature, and the performance that is going to really give you goosebumps at the ring of every throttle, thanks to the liquid cooled 4-valve engine, which offers seamless acceleration each time you take the scooter out. Now it's time to actually check what kind of adrenaline rush this scooter packs. So let's not waste any more time. Let's take the scooter out for a short spin. Okay guys, so now that I've given you a quick fire overview of the Aerox 155, can't wait to swing my leg over and take it out for a ride. Telescopic forks, disc brake, liquid cooled engine, 4-valve engine. This is it. How well have they made this new sports maxi scooter is something I'm really looking forward to check out. Further ado, let's hit the road. Okay, so that was a quick fire high-speed run. You can't tuck really, down to take the aid of aerodynamics on the scooter, because the seating posture is something different on this, but the handling of this is brilliant. The sure-footedness and the planted feel, I can feel that it can push further, and we can push the scooter further. That's what I clearly can understand, and the comfort level is pretty good. You have a little bit of lower lumbar support, and telescopic forks, these are 27 mm inner diameter forks, so they do offer make a world of difference and do offer a planted feel, more assurance when it comes to the front end feel. And the brakes are brilliant. You do get a disc brake up front, single channel ABS, so that's really good. The 14-inch wheels really make a world of difference, and I think that is a significant inclusion that allows for better high-speed stability. The chassis is well orientated, and also the swing arm and the overall package, the handling package is really well sorted out. Twin shock absorbers at the back again offer better balance, again more assurance as you push the scooter to its limits. But more than anything else, it's super refined, super confident, and it is very powerful. Something that you can live with on a day-to-day basis, but is it practical is the only thing, because you don't get a lady's footrest on this. Maybe it's available as an add-on accessory, but this is for the true thoroughbred enthusiasts, like who like to take the scooters for track day events, put their knee down, or also take it out for long distance touring, weekend rides, occasional weekend rides. This can handle it with ease. 5.5 kilometer tank, could have been slightly better. Maybe 7.5 liter tank would have offered better tank range, but still I think you can expect easily 45 kmpl from this, though there are no claims made as of such. Blue Core technology, fuel injection, optimizes combustion efficiency, utilizes every drop of fuel and offers maximum fuel efficiency. That's really vital with the fuel prices skyrocketing on a day-to-day basis. Bluetooth connectivity for those who want everything on their smartphone, and apart from that, speedo console is nice and legible, but blue backlight lighting is kind of a little difficult to read right underneath the sun. Maybe a white backlit display like what we get on the R15M or the R15V4 would have been better on this. But apart from that, the aerodynamics is better sorted out. The only thing is, I think you can use the rear foot pegs to tuck yourself behind. It's very, I mean, the handlebar is quite close to you, quite close to the rider. That is one thing. Riding stance is nice and upright. You have good leg room for taller riders. See, for me, you still have a lot of leg room left, so that is a significant point for taller riders. The rear view visibility is good. The tires make a world of difference. 140 section rear tire, so that is a huge improvement in the performance scooter segment. So overall, I feel this is a great package in terms of comfort and in terms of form and functionality, and offering something new and something fresh in the maxi scooter performance segment. Now, so let's come to a standstill here. So let's see whether it turns off. There you go, it turns off. And to start it, all you need to do is just ring the throttle slightly and it starts back again. So beautifully designed automatic start stop system. You have to be a little careful. If you ring the throttle wide open, then you will just ring your way all the way to glory. So that is one thing you need to be careful, but slight ring of the throttle is enough once the scooter stops. Or if you don't want this system to intervene, you can turn the system off completely. Right here, automatic start stop system is turned off. So that's pretty much it. So let's come to a standstill. I've already given you a complete overview, and scooter looks beautiful. I love the tail section on this. Looks absolutely sporty and elegant and super premium. Something new, something we've not experienced before. A proper performance based sports maxi scooter. So I loved reviewing it. What do you guys think? Do you like the way it looks? And it rides beautifully. Refinement is top notch and stability is top notch. That's what you expect when the branding reads Yamaha. And same R15 engine tried and tested. So overall, brilliant package. What is your impression? Please feel free to visit the Blue Square Hyderabad store. Offers a beautiful, proper, comprehensive Yamaha experience for all the Yamaha fanboys. And that's pretty much it. Dino signing off for now. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until then, take care, God bless, and ride safe.